Hi, and welcome to the Agni Institute. We're very glad to have you here today, and this is our first podcast, and we're very happy to have you here, Brigitta.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here and honored to be the one who will be interviewed.
Yes, we're very glad to have you. Also, myself, I'm Lena. I'm from Germany, and I recently came to the Agni Language Institute, also for my internship. And now let's already start with you.
Okay.
We met each other like just some days ago at like a Carnatic dance performance.
It
From
was not Carnatic.
Oh
This
no.
is a classical Indian
Oh,
temple dance. Yeah,
sorry,
but
sorry.
it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I already know about you. You're like a dancer, you're a German teacher, and you
Yes.
also like to travel.
Yes, exactly. This is me. You already said it.
Yeah.
All about me that I am someone who loves to travel. Yeah, here I am in India, a Hungarian. I am a German teacher already over 25 years. Oh my God, it's long. Then also classical Indian dancer for Bharatanatyam and Mohiniyattam, which makes me to come to India many, many times. Yes.
Yeah, so that's great. Actually, I wanted to ask you to introduce yourself in some few sentences, but you already did. That's
Yeah, I guess.
amazing.
Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. So you grew up in Hungary.
Mhm.
How like was your childhood there also, since you have like quite some like history and some cultural aspect? How did that also shape your life and
How
your
is it shaping my life? Hungary. Well, growing up in Hungary as a child was wonderful because I had a really nice childhood because maybe I am a little bit, how can I say, nostalgic for those days without smartphone. I am that generation, and I just love the fact that me as a child could be outside and play with my friends, and we didn't have even watch nothing. Our parents were calling us when we have to go back, so you were totally free-minded. I loved that, and I was a lot in villages in all my free time, so with relatives or parents were working obviously, so I was most of the time in villages, and I loved in villages the simplicity, the humbleness of the people, and yeah, and that much, so much love. And interestingly, you are asking this, I can already this relate to Kerala, because when I first came to Kerala, the first time I was thinking like, oh my God, it feels like a time travel going back to my childhood in the villages in Hungary. Why do I feel that? And when I send the pictures to my mom, I'm here in Kerala. She's like, oh, it looks like the village of your grandfather, is it? I'm like, yes, except the palm trees. I don't know what it means, but there must be something. Maybe this deep love and this humbleness people have here, what I am so attracted the most. Yes.
Yeah, that's really amazing. But how did you like come to Kerala? Like, what was the first step? How did you come here?
How I came to Kerala? Well, we jump now from childhood to Kerala. It was actually the main reason to experience classical Indian dance, because before I came to India, I have already started learning the dance and doing yoga. So my interest was to see where is the source coming from, as well as I already met my teacher in Germany itself, because I moved to Germany. I was studying there, and she invited me. She kept telling me, come to India, come to Kerala. I said, wow, it was never really on my plan, but life wants me to come, and I'm very open for it. So let's see. So the first time when I came here, I came literally doing 3 weeks of dance practice and 3 weeks yoga in the Himalaya. So proper, I did. This was my extreme, like an absolute, very, very first experience. And even coming the first time to Kerala, it felt like home. It felt very home. Like I never really felt homesick or anything. I felt like, wow, this is where I belong to. This is what I am. What all the surroundings. So that was the main motivation to come here. Yes.
Yeah, and the dancing already started in Hungary, or
No,
where
the
did it
dance
go?
has been started. I don't know when it has started, interest for the dance, but the dance itself has started in 2004 in Germany. My teacher here, my teacher is Shamala Surendran. Her student was actually in Munich and was teaching already this dance. And I just saw an ad and I'm like, oh, she looks so pretty and everything looks so nice. Why do I not start it? But what makes me to look at this picture and start it, we have to go back a lot actually in time, because the first was when I came across yoga. And yoga those days I'm talking about 99 and 2000, was not that very well known in Europe. And actually I was at that time in Canada. I lived in Canada also, in Vancouver and Victoria. So there I came across yoga, and I had a huge interest into spirituality and all kind of healing practices, natural healing. And that made my interest towards India, and then that kept me forward towards the dance. So there were many things beforehand. It was not like, okay, I want to be a dancer, let's learn dance. No, nothing like that was absolutely. I think more the spiritual aspect was actually drawing me towards this dance, because it's like a very holistic approach, this dance. It has everything, but we can talk about it later. Sorry, I carry on.
That's really nice. So it was basically like a journey from spirituality to some other things, like finally also leading to dancing.
Yes, exactly. This is it. That was the main thing. Yeah.
And then like your first encounters like with more like Indian culture, spirituality was in Germany?
No, mostly it was in Canada. So I actually, how can I start? So from Hungary, I finished up high school. Then I moved to Germany. I learned German in Germany, in Munich. Then I went there to the university. I did my master's. And within this time, you have to do a practicum, just what you are doing here. So the same thing I was doing in Victoria. And this is British Columbia in Canada. There was a university who has invited me, and I took it up. And there I was, and all of a sudden the people and their mind and the approach to life was so different than what is in Europe. I thought Canada, Europe must be the same, West and West, 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 but no, not at all. So there actually I had very wide dreams, and the nature and the people who surrounded me. I don't know, I got like a little bit awakening in the spirituality, and that's what made me interest actually more in yoga and maybe, how can I say, and that lead me to India, that actually the source of everything maybe and what is kept about all the spiritual aspect I can find in India. And moreover, I can find it in this dance. So, yeah, it is a little bit abstract, but this is the best how I can express it. Yes.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing journey also. Discovering parts like everywhere where you go, you put it together, and
yeah,
in the end it makes sense.
You know, I think everybody's lives is a mosaic. You have a little bit experience here, a bit there, a bit there, a bit there. And then at the end, the picture comes together. Wow, this happened because of that most probably, and that happened because of that. Wow. Yeah, the picture just comes together. The beginning, you don't know what will happen at the end. But for that reason, you have to be quite open-minded, I believe. Because if people keep their schedule plan as expected, then maybe they might miss out some opportunities. That I don't know. I was not that kind of person. I took the opportunities.
And that's very nice. And like in the first place, was it also like this when you came to Germany, or what made you go to Germany?
I came to Germany first time to learn German, and because that was like very important in Europe those days. I finished high school, I learned German there, and of course there was opportunities to go as an au pair. There was no European Union yet, so that was one way I can come to Germany and learn the language, be an au pair, and learning daily German. And I realized, wow, this is for me so easy. I don't know why. It just kept flowing, everything. And I just loved it. I loved the grammar. I don't know why. Some people hate it. I loved it. And then later on, I was thinking, I really like the lifestyle here in Munich. I like being myself as an individual person. Because I was there all by myself. So I came off with 18 years old, and I realized actually the world around me, like, wow, what am I able to do everything alone? Until now, until then, you have your parents and family and support, and you rely on them and you listen to them, which is nice and good. But as soon as I was cut off, then I had to do everything. I had to take on all the responsibilities in life, and I had to stand up for myself. And it was just an amazing feeling. I felt richer and richer inside, and more, now a German word comes, selbstbewusst. Self-conscious? No, selbstbewusst.
Self-confident?
Like, yeah, more confident. Yeah, I felt more confident. Yeah, so that shaped me a lot, I would say, this experience. And what I was carried on. What was it?
Yeah. Why you came to Germany?
Why I came to Germany, exactly. So that
like-
was the main reason why I came to Germany. And yes, and after I finished learning German, I applied at diverse universities to keep going on with my studies, and I decided for German language and teaching. Yes.
And what did you study in the first place?
So I studied, it called Deutsch als Fremdsprache, German for foreigner languages, and we had also intercultural communication and German linguistics, like some main subject and two. So, yeah. And those days we called it Magista, which is maybe now Masters. I don't know, it was a little bit different system at the time at the university.
So the language already brought you like to also your job in a way.
Yeah, exactly. So one step I took, and another door just opened. Then I just went through the door, and the next opened, and the next opened. This is actually the best how I can see my life for some reason. But maybe it's like everybody is like that, but I can see it very clearly, especially in answering nowadays questions. Makes me realize, yeah.
And like right now, what means teaching for you?
Teaching itself, well, obviously now you know everyone that I am a German teacher, but I'm also now a dance teacher. Teaching is me. I was thinking, to be a teacher, of course you have to have the base and the knowledge to teach something, but you have to have that kind of teacher's ability, good communication skills, obviously that's the minimum. Then also skill to approach to people, to manage groups, and to be a good team player, and be creative. So lots of things is not only the knowledge what you are carrying, yeah, because you can be a good dancer, but maybe an amazing dancer, but for some people it's difficult and hard to pass on this knowledge, yeah. Or the same with the language, yeah. Maybe I am not a native German speaker. I am a learned German speaker, but that experience, my learning also German, helped me to teach German, because based on that, what were my difficulties, helped me a lot to see the eyes with the students what difficulties they might actually have and face. Not all of it, because obviously we are coming from different type of cultures and backgrounds, but mainly, yeah, the base. So exactly, so teaching is my life. So I was thinking one day, maybe it's too much to say, but if somebody tells me, okay, Brigi, go and teach Japanese, you know what? Maybe I could do it because of the teaching abilities. I cannot tell you how, but now after this so much experience of teaching German, dance, and everything, I think I could do it. Maybe not as good as somebody speaks Japanese, but I just want to tell you that this is a separate ability of the knowledge, the teaching ability. And I think I am a born teacher. I didn't know about it until I have tried. And then, wow. Previously I was actually looking at myself, yeah, I will be maybe a journalist, that was my idea, or actress, or someone, a dancer, anyone, but not a teacher. But then I realized actually I am a teacher. And then I accepted it. I said, yes, this is something, I'm good in it, so why not to use this strength? Yeah.
And maybe a difficult question, but what do you think made you discover that you are a teacher? Like, what do you find out about yourself that you were like, oh yeah, I'm a teacher?
Oh my God, what made me find out I am a teacher? Actually, only after the first experiences. Before that, you don't know. I mean, you have to experience it, you have to know it, you have to be in the situation and see yourself how you deal with it. And I could see that every situation I was dealing it so easily. I'm like, wow, because I have to tell something, and maybe some agree with me and not, but at the university, you learn so much of theoretical things, everything is theory, 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 theory. And what about the teaching practicality? That was almost not there. So when I went to Canada to do my practicum, I had zero experience or knowledge of teaching whatsoever. So I was given a book. This is your students. You are learning at the university, so go see what you can do. Oops. Then I tried out every kind of learning because of base of my learning also as a German learner. I use those methods actually from the past, and those helped me. Yeah. And then later on, a very, very funny thing is when I was in Canada, I did a English teacher training course, and this is like 10 years later, I learned actually the real teaching methods. Wow. Oh, it exists. I already done it. I didn't know it has a name, So then it came everything together, more organized in my life. Yes.
So you also grew up through like learning languages yourself that made you like
Yes.
help to teach.
Yeah.
And what would you like recommend someone who's like starting to learn a new language?
Someone who starts to learn a new language, well, the motivation is everything. The very big motivation is a key to learn something. If you are not motivated to do something, you are just pushed to do something, this will be a bit of struggle. But your motivation, it has to be always front of your eyes. This is why I'm doing it. Like, then keep going it. All of us are different. Yeah, some of us struggle with this, some of struggle with that. But I would say the more they are involved and interest into that culture and the language, the more things are opening up for them for helping to learn more. This is now too broad question to answer, like which way is like too much. Yeah.
And you also teach German as like a foreign language in Germany.
Yes.
What do you think are kind of unexpected challenges like students face when they learn German in Germany?
Unexpected challenges. You mean the language or the culture?
Both. Like compared to, for example, when a student learns German here, like how is it different and what special challenges?
Very definitely, students, they come to Germany, they have this Vorteil, like privilege, that the surrounding is completely German, and that helps them a lot, even if it's scary, because they are, you are actually literally just dropped into the water, now swim. This is what is happening to them. But nowadays, I would say a little bit easy, because those students who come, they have the base English. And nowadays, even Munich, German, and everything, and all world becomes so extremely multicultural, and the new generations, everybody's speaking English, and this is their like backup and the saving. But I always encourage them to leave your English and try out the German. But you know what? Bavarian, they don't like to speak English, so they have to speak German. So what to do? Not always working out. So the challenges, yes, the language in everyday's life, and face communication, because at the beginning they are very slow. Yeah, you think about the word, and until you say it, then some of them are extremely perfectionist and they want to do all the grammar perfect, and of course that takes time until everything comes together. And then they are scared because the other are not patient. Yeah, in the bakery in Germany, this is one challenge. Most of my students saying, because it's very fast. They just want to ask something, what they want, the next one already paid and done everything. It's very fast, and that scares them, these situations. But of course, it's very important to do in the class itself, all these situations we call in Alltag, yeah, where you like daily life situations, where you actually give them some cues, how to survive those things. This is one thing. Another thing, of course, the culture-wise, but I always ask them after the first week, okay, now you have been here for a week. Then I ask them to write or tell me something. What was the most difficult time for you? What are you facing? What is difficult? So I always try to measure their problems, and I would say customer service. Interestingly, customer service is for them, for some of them, not all of them, depending on the culture where you are coming from, is different. Is different. Then the rules in Germany. Some of them are not used to so many rules, more easy and flexible, and then these rules, some of them love the rules. I mean, you never know. But these things are, for example, what I know they are challenging, and the weather. The weather, yeah. For someone comes from Norway, summer is too hot. Someone comes from China, South China, the winter is too cold. So the weather, because weather is very, very changeable. We have lots of seasons. So that is also a fact, to be honest. And maybe food-wise, yes, food-wise, especially Asian people, because they are coming as students, 19, 20 years old, and all of a sudden they start to cook because they don't find otherwise food anywhere else. So they have to learn how to cook, but this is good for them also. I mean, you have to be ready. Yeah, you get ready for life and for yourself. And yeah, this is okay. This is part of it. So it's not only the language, but all the surrounding and the kind of surviving in that new environment you are coming into.
Yeah, it's quite a space also for growing and more opportunities and challenges, but also chances to grow.
Yeah, it's a chance always to grow in every country or anywhere you go in the world. But it's also up to you how much you are taking in you, your acceptance, yeah, your patience, your openness. This is all part of it. Some of them are more, some less. Some people say, no, I don't like this, I don't want this. That's it. Then it's difficult.
And coming back to teaching, for you, what is the most rewarding thing about teaching?
I like to pass on something, not only the knowledge, what I have, but my experience and life experiences. Yeah. And it's nice when they adopt it. It's nice to see when they appreciate it. It's nice when I see the growing. And this is has a very satisfaction, good feeling that you actually help people with something in life to grow, to move on. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's an amazing feeling. I think this can give you only teaching and teachers in any kind of teachers from kindergarten to anything, any subject, anywhere. They know what I'm talking about. And this is wonderful thing ever. So I would never ever regret in my life that I am a teacher because this is really, really amazing. That's an amazing thing. It's good for the heart.
Also, regarding the teaching itself, what did teaching teach you?
What teaching taught me? Teaching taught me yeah, what I said before, that anywhere in every situation, I can come up with an idea all of a sudden and to improvise. The improvisation. Actually, you have to believe in yourself and then improvise and then just go back to previous experiences and take something out. And I know if you have experiences, it's like you are carrying a small bag with you all the time, and then you take out this, you take out that. There is always something I can take out in every situation, and this is good. It's a good feeling.
Oh, that's very nice. And I was also wondering, since you are also connected to Germany, but to India too.
Yes.
Did you explore some things people from India could learn from people from Germany and vice versa?
Oh, yes, of course. It's always a learning. Well, what can I say? Let's start. Germans can learn from India. Definitely flexibility, easiness, patience. That is like big, big letters. Yes. Here I am also very, very patient, very, very different there. And smile. Just smile. smile a little bit more. Maybe that. I learned from them also. So I smile here, I guess, more maybe. And maybe, I don't know. I think because I just love coming here and see people smile. Yes. So that is one thing. And the other way around, what Indians can learn, maybe more organizing thing, planning ahead. Then maybe time management. That would be that. Germany is really awesome in these things. Yes, I would say. And what Germans can learn from Indians also a little bit playfulness. Be playful. Just let it go. Just let go things sometimes is good.
Yeah, that's very insightful. I think it's also very interesting to know like about the different perspectives since you've been also like living in both countries in a way.
Yes, in a way I live in both countries, but I must say that Canada has shaped me a lot. Hungary, my childhood, as you were asking, Canada, the experiences in Vancouver, the people, the environment, the nature, inspired me a lot for many, many things. Then, of course, coming to India, meeting my teacher, oh my gosh, she's a wonderful woman and my biggest inspiration. She is, and her life and her stories, and also being in this environment. Because, even interestingly, what I really like about my life, that I'm in this very intercultural, multicultural environment. Because when I am in Germany, then I'm among international students from all over the world, and I have this vibe. When I come here and stay in Dharani, the school where I learned the dance, then I meet lots of students coming from all over the world also to learn student, and we have lots of sharing with each other. It's just wonderful. And this is the most and the best thing in my life, I would say, I can have.
So you travel a lot and you've been in a lot of countries. Do you sometimes also struggle with feeling at home?
Feeling no, not really. I think I feel home in many places. It's weird, but it's true. But I think I feel home where I know people, where I have some relationship to people, where I understand the culture and I don't feel like too foreign. And if I don't understand exactly how everything is functioning, then that cannot really be your home. But where you feel really ease and relax in every kind of situation, and you have relationship with the people, then that is for me home. Yes, and that I found it here in Kerala, that I have it in Hungary, that I have already in Germany, and even in Canada. Mostly those places where I have spent longer time and meaningful time. Yeah, I am a traveler, but I'm not like a tourist traveler. I traveled a lot through my dance, through the teaching, or through my relationships to people. I got invitations or something was leading me to the other, not just, oh, now I travel to India to see the Taj Mahal. I'm not that kind of person. I don't need to see everything in this world, and it's not even possible. And why do I have to? For me, going somewhere and explore deeply what is going on there, how people live, how they think, how they feel, how is the connection to many, many things, how they view the world, that is for me more interesting. That is what I like.
Oh, that's very beautiful. I'm very glad you can like find a home wherever you go to. Do you still go to Canada?
No, unfortunately, I have not been there for a long time because even managing my time here, India and Germany is quite challenging. It looks, I mean, it sounds like so easy. Oh, she has such a good life. She can live here, she can live there. But it requires lots of organization, which I have it from Germany. It requires lots of flexibility, openness, which I have thanks to India. So, yes, I plan to go and visit all my friends there because what happened when I lived in Canada for 2 years, after that I kept going back many times and spent many months, and I was involved in many art projects. I am a kind of, how can I say, I'm also an artist. Artist in a way, not only a classical Indian dancer, but I was making small short movies. I was in the radio. I was a writer for many things. So yes, and all this, yeah, I carry everywhere, and this is beautiful. So Canada was a big impact on my life, and I have to go back. I miss Canada, but nowadays it's through social media and internet, you have so much easier connecting to everyone, right? So that is like one of the advantages, we can say.
I think you're also like a very passionate person. And I was wondering what inspires you? Like, what are the things that really drive you and motivate you?
Yes, good question. Inspire. There are people who inspires me, as I said, was my teacher, Shamala Surendran. Environment can inspire me. Canada, the nature inspired me a lot. I find some experiences inspirational also. Sometimes books. I used to read a lot, like really a lot. Not even one book, like at the same time, 5 books. Now, less time, I have to admit, less time because of the internet and the social media. You have to keep up everything and be updated always, and that takes too much time, unfortunately. So, yes, places, people in my life has inspired me a lot. I would say that everything and everywhere you can get always inspiration. You just have to be in that state of mind to receive it.
And is there a specific experience you made that changed you? Can you?
Specific experience, the changing was what I said, going to Canada, the first place. Another thing, moving to Germany, as well as traveling in India. So much. And also this dance, I have to tell that this classical Indian dance, Bharatanatyam, requires lots of energy, a lot of how can I say, attention, everything. And when you push yourself to learn, and you always come out somehow, I have to push myself over the comfort zone through the travels, through the dance, through everything. And that's actually, those experiences help me to understand a lot about myself and at the same time about my environment and other things, I would say. Coming out of the comfort zone every time is a huge experience, I would say. Within the comfort zone, you don't even remember which day, oh, was it yesterday, Monday, or okay, if it's the same. But you are out for some reason, then you remember. Yes.
Yeah, it's very special, and I think it also leads to a lot of growth to push yourself and experience new things.
Yes.
But can you also tell more about your spirituality or your mindset in that way?
My mindset, I would say I'm a very free spirited person. I love freedom. Freedom is everything. And what I believe and what I appreciate the most of my life is I never really betrayed myself. Means that sometimes in life there are lots of demands from society, family, finances, work, everything. And they can actually make you unstable and thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, why I would do that? Doesn't make sense. It's not logical. And I have done lots of things which are not logical. And actually, I have to thank for that because of that is that who I am. Yes. So yes, these things are are very very important, and takes everything courage.
And what made you like help overcome those struggles or doubts? How do you build that confidence?
This confidence was built at the beginning. I don't know. I listened so much to my intuition, and I did it. I was not afraid of risk. Maybe this is what. And then later on, I was thinking, oh, when I was doubting and I was not sure and feeling poorly about myself, about everything and what will happen. And I got the pressure, if you go there, you can never come back here to work, you lose everything, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Then you get, yeah, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Then I was thinking, no, because when I've done this and that helped me a lot. So why do I not believe in myself and just do it what I really feel is right and good at this moment for me? Because I never want to regret that what I have done, not what I have not done. This is important.
And do you also have goals? Like, things you want to do or will not regret in the future?
Goals. Goals. I am a very spontaneous person, but I also plan a bit ahead. Goals. Goals are, maybe I have dreams, not really goals. I would say I have dreams.
Tell me about your dreams.
My dreams, of course, I would love to have. I have a dance school right now in Munich. It's small, it's cute, and it's lovely with the students and the relationship and teaching them. It's so beautiful. But I would love to grow it, to have a big dance academy, and not only in Munich, like spread it all over the world, that more and more people can learn this. And I would love to go and give workshops and inspire others and teach others. I would love to have these opportunities in life. This is my big dream, maybe. And also to come back as much as I can to Kerala, that I can keep doing this life and this lifestyle, what I do. Of course, it's important also that I remain healthy. I think healthy mind, healthy body. So maybe this one. And yeah, dreams just it's very difficult. What are my goals, really? Yeah, because I'm just going from one day to the other, but at the same time I maintain everything. But yes, I would love to explore more what I have not seen, because sometimes I am not some Wonder Woman. I also get caught into my own world and own things, and I realize, but there is something more also. Yeah, I'm so focused Indian dance and Indian Kerala, which is lovely, but hey, there is also something else. Maybe that could help you to do this and this and this. And I hope that these opportunities will come to me, and I will have lots of wonderful experiences and adventures more in life, and meet lovely people and do lovely projects, art projects. Yeah, I'm dreaming of many different art projects. If it's a movie, if it's a book, maybe, yeah, or anything like that, that would be really nice. And I wish sometimes that I would have more time and courage to do like my own channel, like what everybody does, no? Like being, you have your channel and you keep doing things and explaining things, and you reach more to the world. But I am so caught in the present moment with the present people around me, I don't find the time yet to do it viral or these things. Especially then I don't feel so spontaneous anymore. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
And is there one thing, like if you could name one thing that is very exciting for you right now, like a project or anything you're like, oh, I want to do this right now because I'm really excited to do it?
Yes. I like to be, I get very easily excited about things, maybe sometimes too easy. And then it's like, come back to the ground. I have to come back to the ground, of course, also, and see the situation. But yeah, I would love to have some more financial support to do more art projects actually in this life. And this is what I'm not the only one. Everybody and every artist is struggling with this balancing out this life. So how much I work for the money, how much I work for my passion, etc.
Thank you. Those were some very valuable insights. I'm very glad to have you here. And is there anything I didn't ask yet that you would love to share?
What I would love to share? Well, maybe something that do not be afraid of anything. If you really love something, then please go for it. You will not regret it, because whatever I loved and I did, I have not regretted for a single moment that I took the step coming here to India and spending here many months, leaving everything behind, which is a huge responsibility. But still, I was thinking that something will happen. The universe will show the path, and it will. Believe in yourself. Be not afraid, but be also humble to you and to other people. It's very important. And good relationships with people, contacts, is also important to me, and I think for everyone. Yes, that is also growing and learning. We always learn from each other. Even if I'm a teacher, I never say like I am better person and I teach something to you. No, it's always a sharing, and I love that. I love that sharing.
Yeah, thank you also for sharing those experiences with us today. It was very valuable, and I think we can learn a lot from you, but also from each other.
Yes.
And yeah, it was so nice to have you. And yeah, just want to say thank you and
Thank you. Thank you for listening
thank you so much.
and reach out to us.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want,
Mhm.
find
Yes.
us in this channel or find me with my name, Brigitta Hegedus, or my dance school, Revati Dance Academy Munich.
Yeah, and of course also our Instagram page and the website where you can find more information.
And follow up what is happening next.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching and
Thank you for
talking
you.
to you.
It was
Thank
lovely.
you.
Lovely talking.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.